Hello there everybody and welcome to the stream. Now I can see that I can close the poll already. Unsurprisingly, the results of starting in 5 minutes appear to be split 50-50 between okay and okay, and just as soon as I said that, somebody has tipped the scales over to okay rather than okay, so we have a 40-60 ratio right there. Anyway, thank you for voting. I hope you guys know which statement is the correct one. And welcome, Cybulex, good to see you again. Alright guys, let's make this quick, right? It's a midweek stream, so I have like up to 2 hours to stream, and we would like to see some progress today. So, the plan is we go to Carlin. Yeah. Sure, he can take us there. Let's go to Ties. And now from Ties to Carlin. Is this the best route? No idea. I never really memorized which passages are the best or not. In any case, we are back to that one place that we have been at before. We are going all the way to the Deepling Scouts. They are open once more. Once again, not me, but I see no problem with making use of that. I mean, what, should I wait for them to close again so that I can open them myself? Not gonna do that. So, we're going to Deepling Scouts, we're getting a bunch of life rings, we're very slowly going to bring all the life rings over from the cave to the city, to Carlin, of course. And from Carlin we are going to passage, using our infinite travel money, wearing a life ring one at a time between the cities until we have a good couple of life rings with us. Then we will pick up a box, transport the box with the life rings all the way to the Tarantula cave that we have been using. And we'll be able to spend some quality time killing tarantulas, hopefully. Not sure how many life rings we want to go for. I mean, a life ring is like, what, 20 minutes? If we want to make sure we won't waste any... I don't know, 6, I guess. 6 should be enough, right? I mean, if we go for 7, then we can keep wearing one and use it next stream, but... I suppose on the next stream we will also have to start by killing some deeplings, so let's not overthink this. 6 life rings is going to be good enough. Actually, it's going to be 7. We do kind of need to have a life ring while hunting the deeplings. Otherwise, it's not going to really work. Anyway, welcome to the stream events. Good to see you again. I can see there's like 5 people watching currently. One of them is me on my phone, making sure I never miss any comments anymore. No idea what happened on the last stream, but that was real weird. Alright, so we need not forget to bring a rope with us. Just like before, we are going to find the rope inside one of these caves. We are also going to grab all the torches we can. We don't want to be running around without any light sources. Once we do have some life rings, it's going to be easy enough to cast light spells, at least at the Tarantula place. I am not that confident when it comes to deeplings. They do tend to deal some heavy damage. We are better equipped than we were before, though. We will see. Yeah, and I have gotten some secret news that one of the people watching is a person named Mario. I know this won't tell you anything, but the person who did say that knows who he is, so thanks for joining us today. Well, I'm glad you enjoy my voice. I actually suffer from one of those, you know, just human things when I really hate listening to my own voice. I'm sure you know what I mean. Just hearing my own voice recorded always throws me out of the loop. But yeah. Okay, I need to use a light spell actually, I can't see anything. I do realize that some people enjoy listening to me, so I'm really glad that you're enjoying listening to me today, live. Well, we are going to be very flexible with the amount of life rings we need, right? So if it's just so happens that obtaining full life, I can't speak anymore. It just so happens that obtaining 4 life rings takes us like 6 hours, right? 6 hours, 30 minutes, let's be realistic. Then we are obviously going to skip that part and go straight to the tarantulas with the life rings that we have. See, the moment you praise me for my good voice, I start slipping up, so please don't do that again. Oh, that makes it more difficult for me. Some people, am I right? I'm going to be mean to him now. And see what he does. First thing he does is he checks our bag. He's just the kind of person he is. Yep, and now he's going to satellite around us because he has literally nothing better to do. Imagine being like that. Yeah, I don't even know what to say, just look at this guy. We can't really do much since we don't have a rope. And once we go to the place... yeah, we're dead now. I sure do hope we can get a rope somewhere around here, otherwise we're in trouble. I had no idea there's a hole like this in here. And yes, it would appear that we are stuck. Well then, how lucky. All thanks to this guy for throwing me off. Alright then, I suppose we are going to just stand here and wait for our death. That's good enough and all, since the guy is going to probably give up on us sooner or later. Yeah, like, what does he even need? What is his deal? Yeah, I don't really want to break my rules, especially not on stream. And like I said, we do kind of need to lose this guy. Anyway, let's relax and talk a little bit, shall we? So, my main, well, I don't really have a main. I just so happen to play on multiple servers at the same time. Servers, characters, right? I usually do just like one main challenge that I focus most on at a time, but I never really do just one at a time. Alright, and he's just going to rope us up for whatever reason. Why would he do that? Well, I am not acquainted with him, by the way. Let's just see where he brings us. Is that outside help? Yes, it is. Should I accept this? I probably shouldn't. But honestly, just look at this guy. I'm going to treat him more like a kind of animal than anything else. Am I being very mean to him? Probably, yes. I shouldn't be saying such things, but he seriously pisses me off. People like him. Anyway, whatever he's up to, let's just get out of here. Where should we go? I think we should lose him somewhere. Oh, I think he's done with us. He's probably bored. No idea what his plan was. If I were like seriously considering my own rule set too harshly, I would come back right in there to the hole where we got stuck and accept my death. However, I just simply won't. I will consider this a lucky turn of events and a natural occurrence rather than anything else. Like, who would have expected that us just not moving would somehow make this guy rope us outside? I'd say, if anything, yeah. I'm going to accept it. Anyway, to finally answer your question, oh my god, I just cannot focus on one thing today. I don't have a main, I do have one character that you could consider a main. He's not an Iron Man though, just a regular character, like level 470-ish knight. Not very high, not very low. I don't really level up that character or play him anymore. He is more of a testing machine, you know, whenever I want to do something Iron Man-ish, I just go ahead and log on that guy and go to all the dangerous places that I need to visit on my way weaker accounts later. And I can't really recall what kind of skills he has either. Like I said, I don't really focus on a single character anymore. I do have some other challenges, and none of them are really that very impressive, right? It's usually something very stupid, like a melee paladin or a free account only knight, you know. Just all sorts of weird stuff. I guess my melee paladin isn't that unimpressive though. If you take a look over here, check out paladin and club fighting. You can see my character over here at rank 2 on Sakura. Worldwide it's a little bit lower, like quite a lot lower. For whatever reason, Sakura isn't very well developed when it comes to melee paladins, especially in the club category. I do not actually have a rope spell. You see, since I do not have a bag, I do not really have any ways of obtaining any money, and since I have no access to money, I cannot purchase any spells. We are all the time thinking about ways to circumvent that, but I'm afraid we haven't come up with anything quite yet. So until that happens, we are going to be, as one should say, shit out of luck. I'm going to leave this rope over here, just place some rubbish on it. I think that's going to throw off any potential rope stealers, and we are going to bring the bag with us. After all, we do need all the stuff that is inside. Right, so, like I said, no magic rope spell and no real ways of obtaining one just yet. I do have unlimited travel money, mostly because I want to travel without limits. But that's about it. Alright, let's hope nobody is here. We wouldn't want to run into somebody else's hunt. Just kidding, we do want to do that. And we forgot to roll for our prey. I always forget to, but I don't think we can find anything really useful for us. Let's check Orc, Berserker, sure, why not? No tarantulas, nothing really. Yep, let's just go for this and keep going for now. So, we are very close to a next level. I shouldn't have rushed them so quickly. We are going to take a lot of damage from them, but hopefully these three guys is enough to fool us heal us fully, and they are dealing a lot of damage. I shouldn't have overextended this much, and yep, we kind of need to retreat a little bit and heal up. This is already looking way worse than I anticipated. Instead, let's just lure a single deepling from somewhere over here, maybe. Okay, there's one. And there's two, we don't want two. Just one is enough to do us in, if we are not careful. Is there two coming? Is there one coming? I wish. Yeah, there's two coming. So let's go back upstairs and... Well, I'm not really a role player though. I do like Iron Man challenges, so I suppose it's slightly different than regular gameplay, but this is not really a role-playing kind of stream yet. I am working on something you could call roleplay though. If you saw our last stream, we did something unusual, or rather we came up with something unusual. I mean, there's no harm in revealing it, since it has technically been revealed already. I'm working on a character that is locked to Northport and the Maze of Lost Souls area. What do you mean what's wrong with me today? Is there something wrong with me? Please let me know if so. I might not be realizing this. Right, so about that Maze of Lost Souls character. I want to develop a slightly different style of videos than usual. I used to do something like diaries, right? Okay, we are in a little bit of a trouble. I don't think I wanna risk killing that guy. 7:30. We make a small loop over here, kill some rotworms, and we'll be level 37 and back in the action. By the way, we are very dry when it comes to those life rings. Anyway, maybe finally I get to explain the Maze of Lost Souls character. So I want to add a little bit more role-playing, a little bit more of art, rather than just, you know, the cover art that I always just draw. I want to do like storyboards that I would weave into gameplay footage, you know, just add a little bit of a more story-driven experience. I've got a pretty good idea of what I want to do with this Maze of Lost Souls character. Stumbling, like stumbling over wars or stumbling in-game. I haven't really been sleeping too well lately. It's incredibly hot and... Well, I haven't really started drawing it yet, but I have a pretty good idea in my head of what I want to go for. And I also know what kind of music I want to go for. You know, it's a whole process. I don't like to rush things. And besides, the kinds of drawings I do, I'm going to stick to my current style, if you could call it a style. You know, these are rather simple drawings, and I don't want to overdo, just because I want to get a lot of them done. It's not like I am getting them done in large amounts, but, you know, technically I am able to dish out more than I currently am. So it's not really a matter of if, but when, for me. Can I finally please get a life ring? You guys are supposed to drop one in 50 kills. This shouldn't be so hard. And we are overextending greatly. I really shouldn't be. Yeah, it's just like simple lines, you know. Oh, I would love to do a summoner character, believe me. However, the problem is the challenge would end like really soon. At some point, once you unlock the best summon, which I believe is the Guzzler, right? Once you got the Guzzlers, you don't really get to develop that much. Besides, I'm not sure how far I should go for the summoning part. Like, can I only gain EXP with my summons attacks? Can I only do things while I have a summon active? How far should I go with it, you know? Besides, if I can indeed get some summons at level 16, right? With the Convince Creature rune, excuse me. I just seriously overrate. That's why I'm a bit burpish. Anyway, Convince Creature rune, right? At level 16. It only allows you to summon like a minotaur. So having to level up with minotaurs, if we consider the challenge start at level 16, I don't think there's any place with just regular minotaurs where a minotaur would be a top food chain representative. In mainland, the only thing that really comes to mind is Folda, and there's a lot of minotaurs there. Just having one minotaur doesn't make me anything. Alright, we are severely wounded, and we still haven't seen a life ring, even though it's like 1 in 50. Yeah, I mean, a gold pouch, it not only just costs money, you know, but also trivializes the most interesting part of this challenge for me. So, yeah, thank you for this suggestion. It is a good one, but I already thought about it hard and it's not something I want to do. So, you might be wondering, where am I going currently? So my idea is, we're going to Khazad-dûm, we're going to chuck some potions, we're going to heal ourselves. Not sure if you're familiar with the rule, in case somebody is new here, I am using the daily shrine, right? In order to be able to regen my health in the depot, and all the rewards, such as potions, etc., I place them back inside of the depot, to which I normally have no access. And if I ever need the items from the depot, I mean, yeah, I phrased that completely wrong. I can go to the depot to heal faster. That's basically it, right? So rather than wait for natural regen, I have those daily reward potions in there, I just chuck them. We can continue the stream without having to wait. Yeah, the feeling of nostalgia is something I was going for with this series. When I started my own Iron Man, I didn't really know if I wanted to go for making videos or not, but it was such an enjoyable experience. Many times I thought about starting like a YouTube channel, and never really found anything I felt so strongly about that I would want to share it with others, right? Until I started this series. I mean, this series, the other series, but basically Iron Man stuff. And for this project, we do not really have a goal yet. I know I said beat Tibia, but that's pretty vague. Is a ticket legal? It is. It's a form of travel, of course it is. Alright, but back to what I was saying, a goal, right? So we just want to see how far we can go with this character. Oh yeah, sorry about the bark, that's my dog. Can't really do anything about it barking like this. Alright, so here's our potions. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. We did have a life ring before. I placed it in the depot even though I shouldn't have. Yeah, my mistake. I guess we have to throw it into the trash. We are not allowed to have it since we did place it in the depot. I completely forgot about this part. I just logged in to do my daily training, right? Realized I have a life ring on and just mindlessly walked to the depot. My bad, we can't have the life ring. It would have been a huge help though. Right, so just to finally answer the question, not really a goal in mind yet, we are setting goals as we go. You know, I wasn't so sure we could actually finish the snapper, but we did, as you can see. We are now working on tarantulas. Fighting the hide might not be the easiest thing in the world, by the way. I checked him on wiki, and I think he resists melee damage, right, by like 60%. We cannot really use any runes to help us, so it's going to be a difficult fight, in fact. Not sure how we are going to manage it, but hopefully we can. And we are wasting a torch as well. Yeah, I'm all over the place today. Let's kill some of those wolves. We kind of do need meat. Alright. Why they shift click, by the way? Yeah, so for now our goal is to kill the hide, try to obtain the night legs. Once we succeed with that, I think we are going to move on to something else. Probably just leveling up, maybe killing something like renegade knights, maybe bullying the single vicious squire somewhere, you know, try to upgrade our helmet or something. Eventually, I'm going to try to transition to very slowly killing mutated rats. Mutated rat boss can drop a lot of amazing items, such as an epi, a tower shield, knight armor as well. Really, really good items. I mean, I am not exactly one to cower away from rough beginnings in the challenge, right? Definitely not about that. However, it's not just the beginning that I am worried about. You see? Even if we somehow suffer through it, and it is going to be suffering because your summons, they steal half of the XP you would gain, so you are leveling up slowly with an inefficient method, with only the guys dealing the damage, right? But you do suffer through. At level 19, I think you have access to minotaur archers, so we can go to like horned fox hideout, the lower level, and go home with those guys. That would actually be pretty neat. But after that, it's just going to slow down. You get to Guzzlers, and what can you really hunt? What can you really kill with just Guzzlers as your companions? I don't think the list is that very long. And getting from that, you know, not even being able to kill enemies like Dragon Lords or giant spiders, transitioning from that to hitting level 200 for your final ultimate summon. That's pretty unsure for me. I mean, we might try it at some point. It might be our stream character if we ever feel like Fencer has reached its end. His end, whatever. Though those are going to be very slow, very boring streams. I can already feel it. Please, just one ring, guys. Come on, Deepling Scouts. You were the number 69 and you wouldn't drop a life ring for me. Oh my god. Horrible. Truly. 13 gold coins. Like, look, I know. Normal players will just collect the coins, be happy with it, probably come with like 20 life rings of their own. But I am not allowed such a luxury, so please. Yeah, we are at this point of the stream already. I'm going to be begging the enemies to drop something for me. But just because we are low HP and we don't want to be bothered with being low HP for too long. Alright, no heavy damage. I am pretty heavily hurt, as you can see. No heavy damage, I said. 100 in a single hit. Okay. This is something we need to keep in mind. These guys, they can deal a lot of damage. I'm not risking another fight with this, so I'm afraid. What we have to do is go back to the city and heal up again. Yeah, I mean, now I feel silly for saying a summoner might be slow. Just look at this guy. What can be slower than that? I mean, we might visit a summoner at some point. A summoner playstyle is something I always wanted to do in this game. I mean, early game is probably going to be quite okay. It's going to it's going to slow very much later on. I mean, if we tweak the rules a little bit and make it so that I can only deal damage with if I have a summon active, right? Well, that's basically just normal mage gameplay, but with less maximum mana at the start of the fight. Not exactly something I wanna go for either. But maybe if we allow just melee damage, right? So no rods, I just plop a melee weapon on me and use it to fight enemies, help my summons out a bit. That will definitely speed up the initial process. Yeah, I guess that's something I'm going to do. But I don't want to really think about any other challenges right now. I have like 3 or 4 lined up already. The more challenges I want to start, the less I focus on the ones I already have started. But yes, a summoner is definitely a pretty cool idea. Oh my god, we are drinking so many of those potions. I really regret not bringing any mana potions either. We only picked the health ones. But maybe that's something we just should accept and stick with. Anyway, we even have a character ready, right? I am probably never going to continue my Fairies only character. He stopped being fun after we hit like level 30 or so. And yeah, I might just rook the guy and restart with him. So as you can see, it's already 8:30 PM, which means we no longer need 7 life rings. The number of life rings we require has shrunken like considerably. So at least that's a plus, right? And we are slowly grinding some XP. Quite frankly, I was hoping we would be doing way better damage against those deeplings. But I guess our sword fighting is still only like 70. We did die quite a lot, let's be honest. Also, where the heck did we fall down before? What was that hole? Was it this one? Yeah, it must have been opened by someone. Maybe even that one guy, from before. Well, let's not worry about it too much then. Yeah, I mean, Fairies guy was fun in the very first moments, right? First of all, farming the tarantulas, even though it was just regular freaking Tibia gameplay, it was fun because it was taking just so long. every single attempt trying to reach the Fairies area, right? Pretty fun. When we finally made it there, when we killed the first puka, that was really cool. When did I get the plate legs? As you can see, we have over 900 crocodiles in our kill ratio. In other words, we have finished the crocodile task 3 times. Oh my god, why is there 5 of them? What the hell? Yeah, we killed the crocodile boss 3 times. And he has a chance of dropping. Why is there so many of them? All my life gone instantly. Yeah, we're maybe able to kill this guy. Yep, we did. Maybe this guy as well. If we fall below 100, we are out. Alright guys, another visit to the city. Aren't you guys excited for this? Yeah, I mean, I'm really proud of that achievement with Ward Weaver when we killed a puka, or was it a twisted puka? I think it was a regular one, with just a wand of vortex and the small flame strike, or whatever that basic spell is called. That was really cool. But once we found a way, right, to establish ourselves, it was just regular Tibia gameplay at this point. Very inefficient and quite risky, but we didn't even get that many deaths. I'd say for streams, we need something more painfully tedious like this one, if we want to keep everything engaging. Anyway, did I finally manage to answer the question? Sorry if I am... Like I said, I cannot really focus today. Just decided to continue streaming, like, at least every 3 days, right? Just so that you guys know I'm not going anywhere for now. Plate legs, snapper, crocodile boss. We did task 3 times, killed 3 bosses, dropped the legs like twice. That's what happened. Oh boy. Yeah, I still regret that we wasted that life ring as well. All I had to do was leave it on my finger and we would still have like 10 minutes of it to hunt some of those deeplings. Anyway, healing. Also there's, yeah, a shortcut through here, right? The next upgrade, we are going to be doing the tarantula task. We can hunt tarantulas, but it's a slow process, so I'm currently trying to obtain some life rings to bring with us so that we can regenerate magicka as we hunt the tarantulas. We already tested it since the snapper has like 97% drop rate on a life ring, so we did hunt some of the tarantulas using a life ring, and it was pretty sweet. So we can go home wherever we want with tarantulas, if we have access to a life ring. The problem is fighting the boss, right? Not only is the boss pretty difficult, we will also need to obtain a rope and a shovel once more in order to fight him. Good news is, someone in the chat told me we can finish the task, right? Pick up the task once again, and basically only need to fight the 2 bosses in a row, then finish the 3rd. In any way, we do not need to go after the rope and the shovel anytime soon. Especially since the tarantulas appear to be taking quite a lot of time for us to clear. Alright, hopefully no more trips to the city. Just please let me drop a life ring, it's been 75 deeplings. Yeah, and of course I forgot to get to the point. We are hunting tarantulas, because the tarantula boss, Hide, can drop night legs. That's what we want. Okay, you die. You die as well, please. Stop throwing all those spears. I really don't need to be taking any more damage. I was always so lucky with life rings from these guys. I have no idea what's going on now. Okay, just one of you. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, first of all, I need to be more careful. I must admit that I haven't been doing the best job of avoiding these guys, and that was a bad pull again. Should have retreated a little bit further south, but that's just what happens when you suck. Alright, and nothing again. This deepling scout appears to be hurt. By whom, I don't know. We got full XP, so it was either a long time ago or it was us. Okay, you. Let's fight you. Okay. No running away, perfect. And let's go back. We do not want any bug spawns. We don't have any mana to heal anymore, so this 400 HP we have is everything we get. Until, that is, we drop a life ring, because that's going to speed everything up pretty much infinitely. Ironic, but we do need a life ring to start farming the life ring. Yeah, definitely. I cannot stand regular Tibia anymore. They have reduced this game to a number increasing simulator. Sure, there are certain steps, but I do not see modern Tibia any different as those kind of browser games where I think the most popular one was the cookie clicker, right? Where you click on cookies and you gain points for those cookies that you collect, and then you can, for the cookies, purchase something that clicks cookies for you. Yeah, and you just, you know, increase the number of cookies for no reason other than increasing the cookies. I probably did the worst job of explaining the game ever, but hopefully you know what I mean, right? Just an endless grind without an end in sight. I mean, I understand why some people enjoy the game. There is this guy on Sakura, his name is Jump Up. He's like a level 1000 paladin. I know him because I lent him my house. I have one of those in-house training dummies, and every time it's double. He just comes to my house and trains there with his training rods. So the way he plays, from what he said at least, is he just sits down, puts on a podcast and just mindlessly grinds away, right? If the game is this relaxing for you and you just want to, you know, listen to something in the background and slowly increase your levels, sure. I see how the game can be enjoyable. I did play like this for a while as well, but it is going to get old. Just like all those cookie clickers, right? At some point you are just done. You realize that there's nothing really too long for anymore. The only way to actually make the game interesting and challenging is to challenge yourself somehow. And thankfully Tibia has a lot of opportunities for that. In the end, it is a very old MMO. And usually old MMOs like these, it's just Tibia, RuneScape, etc., they have a lot of influences from RPG side of things, right? Modern MMOs, they are made to be MMOs from the start. Also, this is the same guy, isn't it? He just changed. Yeah, I cannot say this word. He switched his outfit. Let's ignore him. Hopefully he hates that. Let's show our disdain with all our hearts. But it is just like you say, Ark. Modern game, modern Tibia is pretty monotone. I mean, I don't think what I am doing right now is any less monotone. It is even slower paced. There's less things happening, right? But somehow, trying hard just to obtain a small victory is so much more rewarding than just, you know, spend X amount of time grinding X amount of money to be able to level up for X amount of EXP. Which is what current Tibia gameplay amounts to. Yeah, I am also very excited for the skill wheel. I know it's a pretty old topic by this point, but hopefully they implement it sometime this year. Especially for this character. Even if it is just, you know, straightforward stat increases. Like more HP, more mana, that is going to be very beneficial for this character. I mean, since we have no access to spells, I think that's what we are going to need to go for, right? I don't believe the Cipsoft is going to think about players who do not carry a bag. That's kind of backwards. But yeah, even if it is what they say, so just more HP, that's seriously more than good enough. Alright, it's going to be 5 of them again. I'm sure. Yep, already. And how could you follow me so far in? 2 of you. Truly abhorrent. Okay, it's going to be 89 at this point. Chances of not dropping a life ring, low. Like, give me life ring. This is statistically improbable. Yeah, or maybe I just didn't read any patch notes for like half a year, and they have actually removed the life ring drop from deeplings, and I am grinding here away for nothing. That would sure be silly. Yeah, and not to mention, all the best spots are taken by other players, right? I mean, on Sakura it's not as bad. People tend to be rather civilized here. Yeah, we shouldn't be here actually, with such low HP, but whatever. I know that on other servers there's like, you know, dominating guilds, even on non-PvP ones. You know, you don't need to be able to kill a player to be able to stop them from playing, apparently. And they block your spawns, people, you know, don't respect each other, terrible stuff. So imagine having to compete with that in the game that's mostly about progressing fast. And when you play as an Iron Man, you usually go to such remote, uninteresting places that other players don't even bother you. I mean, we did see a player bothering us today, but it was nothing serious. Very mild stuff. Also a very weird interaction as well. Also, I'm thinking, yeah, we probably talked about it on last stream as well, but there might be some new developments I did not mention before. So we did mention that there was this new bug, right? It allowed you to transfer items from mainland to Rookgaard, and this time, as far as I know, there were no limits to this. So you could have like Mastermind Shield, Magic Plate Armor, Boots of Haste if you wanted, right? Tons of crazy stuff. And a bunch of players got banned for it. Banned, suspended so far. Not sure if they're going to end up being banned. Right now they received a suspension and they are waiting what Cipsoft is going to do about all this. But apparently some notorious players, I mean famous until recently, huge Rookstayer names like Dark Gladiator and other guys, they got their accounts suspended because, well, I have read a post that Dark Gladiator wrote on his Rookgaard forum on Reddit. He says that he found a guy who had like very cool items, and he claimed that they came from this very old, very ancient bug that happened like once upon a time. Never remember which one it is here. We're going to run out of potions at this point. Right, so for whatever reason, even though there already was a bug that allowed you to transfer items from mainland to Rookgaard, for whatever reason, because the bug happened in very olden times, everybody thinks it's okay. But nowadays there was this another bug that allowed you to transfer items, and for whatever reason now it's a huge deal. I mean, I suppose the difference is back then not many people really thought about transferring all that stuff, and now it's way more monetized, right? Because there's Tibia coins and in-game wealth actually matters. So anyway, they found this guy who had a ton of items. He claimed it was from this old, or whatever reason, legit bug, but they realized that it wasn't, since they asked him for like different items. He said he has them, but has to go. He made a new character, returned with new items. He said those were the items, and yeah, you know what happens from here, right? Guys realize that there is a new bug. They figure out what the bug is, start duping their own items. Well, not duping, just transferring illegally, abusing a bug as it is. And for whatever reason, well, Dark Gladiator words it like this. He decided that there are like 3 ways to go about this. Either not tell anyone and use those items for himself, right? Or figure out how to do the bug and report it so that Cipsoft can fix it. Or something else, I can't remember really what he wrote. But yeah, he claims that he decided to recreate the bug, right? Find out what the bug is in order... Oh no, come on, seriously, heavy trident. Oh, we don't want that anymore. We've got crystal sword. But this is worth some money. Anyway. Yeah, that heavy trident completely threw me out of the flow. So, according to Dark Gladiator, he never meant to keep the items. All he wanted to do is recreate the bug, maybe take some screenshots with the items, and then report it all to Cipsoft. And from what I understand, he did report it. However, he also got suspended for having done the bug, right? The bug is already fixed, from what I know, so you cannot transfer those items anymore. Which is why I am talking about this so openly. And also, some claim that it only worked on PvP servers, but apparently not. Because on my server, on Secura, there is also a guy selling like a vampire shield, boots of haste. Would be very weird if somehow, oh my god, this guy is going to kill us, isn't he? Well, no, he isn't. But still, very risky moves from us. Another rusty armor. Now, cool thing about these armors is we can get light armor from them. So actually spending a long time in here might not be such a bad idea. Not only knight armor, we can also get a crown armor if we wanted. But that's going to take a lot of luck and a lot of time. Right, so anyway, the bug, it can no longer be done, right? You cannot get the items anymore. But we have no idea what Cipsoft is going to do about the items that already appeared on Rookgaard. You see, there was a bug already. Remember when Dawnport was just released and you could transfer items from Dawnport to Rookgaard? Like, every single good Rookstayer nowadays, good quote-unquote, has the Dawnport set, so-called, right? So brass armor, brass legs, jagged sword, steel shield, and a soldier helmet. Basically, best items you could transfer from Dawnport to Rookgaard. And when Cipsoft found out about the bug, well, they did fix it, so you can no longer do this. But when players asked about what is going to happen to the items, Cipsoft's stance was, Rookgaard is a legacy area and we do no longer care whether it is balanced or not. So maybe they are able to track it down. I don't know, I am no dev, I am no programmist. I seriously couldn't tell you which is the case. Will they though? That is the real question. Even if they have the ability, they might not want to. I think they acted so harshly because it also affects Dawnport in some way. No idea what way, since you can like get to level up to 20 and have to leave from there, but whatever. In any case, they have fixed the bug. I mean, that's commendable, right? Bug is fixed, even though it doesn't do that much. Very nice. But no matter how you look at it, Rookgaard is now completely ruined, because let's say they have suspended players that they know have duped, transferred the items. Even if they track down all the items, even if they remove all the items, right? I mean, that would be ideal, that would be perfect. But what about Dawnport items? What about the older legacy items? Are those supposed to be legal, but these ones not? That's like, you know, seriously irregular behavior on their part, if they do that. I feel like they are not going to remove those items, and that is probably the worst thing that can happen to Tibia, by the way. I mean, Tibia, just Rookgaard. Tibia is going to be fine. But just the Dawnport set was already a little bit much, you know? You could no longer compete with other players if you did not have the jagged sword, because you simply did not do enough damage. A lower level player could just have better equipment and completely outperform you, steal your kills and make your life a misery if you wanted to have fun on Rookgaard. And now there's players, right, who have a ton of amazing items, such as Boots of Haste, Grasshopper Legs, Zone Armor. I don't think you can wear Zone Armor, but yeah, basically speed sets, right? Whatever items you could wear without a vocation requirement that gave you a speed bonus, they have those, plus a lot of damage from incredible weapons. I think the best weapon you could transfer is like a shiny sword, or 4-axis crystalline axe, but few Rookstairs have a high axe level. Still, it's like over 3 times as good as the jagged sword that they had access to before. So you could still somehow compete with the Dawnport set. With these new duped items, you seriously cannot. Yeah, so we have on one side Zipsoft that doesn't really care about Rookgaard anymore. We've got players who have probably already distributed those items so widely that it's impossible to remove them all. It's a difficult situation, and the worst part about it is the devs of the game itself, they probably don't care to resolve it at all. Also, oh my god, it has been an hour and we still don't have even a single life ring. I have to say that is quite unfortunate. Also, yeah, let's get out of here, too many of you guys. Yeah, I mean, people in Tibia have always been like this, right? Trying to make some gold. Nowadays it's Tibia coins off other players as much as they can. We need to run away. There's going to be another deepling as I... Okay, it's not going to be another deepling here, but we still are too low HP. Right. Well, I guess Vance has called it. 111 scouts, we should have dropped like 2 life rings by now, but still it's 0 for us. I mean, Rookgaard has a lot of potential. It's like a separate game mode in Tibia itself, right? You don't have that in other games, like ever. It's hard to explain what really makes Rookgaard so great, but everybody agrees that it has this certain something. Like, not everybody really does a Rookstair character, right? Not everybody commits to it, but I know pretty much every player from back then has tried the idea at least once. Even if you quit at level 10, you did hear the call of Rook, right? It was a great decision on Zipsoft's part that they decided to allow transfer to Rookgaard still. That part I can command. But I do not enjoy the very hands-off... what's the word for that? I can no longer remember. Their approach, right, their hands-off approach to how they handle things about Rookgaard. Rook is already in a dire state. That new bug is going to be another huge blow. Hopefully they resolve it correctly. Yeah, so sure, it seems today's stream is going to be deeplings only. Let's keep going until 10 PM or until we get a life ring, whichever happens first. Also, one more thing, there is a potential resolution. One of our guys from Discord suggested this before. You know, they could just take an account of every single item that doesn't have a vocation requirement and also cannot be obtained on Rookgaard, and simply change it to be only usable by all 4 vocation, right? But not the non-vocation characters. So only usable by knights, druids, paladins and sorcerers. That means non-vocation characters cannot use the items, and everybody is happy. Collectors have their rare items, right? Your Dawnport set is still going to exist in Rookgaard. It's just not going to be usable by you. Everybody has to go back to chain armor, katana, studded legs, legion helmet and copper shield. I think that would be the ideal resolution. But once again, Sipsoft's stance on this is Rookgaard is a legacy area and they no longer consider any changes to that. So chances of them actually going for a good resolution like this are pretty low. Okay, this is already getting ridiculous. Get me the life ring now. You drop it, right? No? Okay. Maybe the next guy. Come on. Okay, at least... Okay, I was just about to say, I managed to draw them separately. But I did not. Please give me the life ring. Hey yes, welcome to the stream. Better late than never. As you can see, we are currently fighting deepling scouts and it's taking a while. We have killed 117 and we haven't been able to drop a single life ring, which we are after today. I actually had the audacity to believe we could go ahead and do some tarantulas today, but it seems that we are stuck hunting for life rings. So we are going today until I get a life ring on our hands. Maybe a little bit longer than that, if it happens like right now. It didn't happen like right now. Yeah, we're just setting things up for weekend, honestly. Okay, one more scout, right? If it doesn't do much damage, we can do even one more after that. Okay, 2 hits, that's going to be a 2-shot, perfect. Yeah, we are doing good damage. I remember hunting here with Ironclad, with like a bright sword. It was pretty good. But not being able to heal ourselves, that's the problem. Okay, final deepling scout for now. I shouldn't have gone that far to the left, by the way. Okay. 180 HP left. I'm afraid it's time to go back to the city. My god, this is tedious. 122. How many did we kill? Not sure, really. But we are doing quite well. I mean, even with a life ring, we likely will need to take breaks and we won't be able to access like the side rooms because there's just a lot of those guys in there. Our power level is nowhere near enough, being that brazen, but still. Just a little bit of regen. That's going to go a long way. Hey Marcus, welcome to the stream. I just had to double check if you rode before or not. There's a lot of bright white icons today in the chat. Alright, let's get over there quickly. And hopefully next time we visit the Deepling Cave we do get the life ring. Now, I have no idea how the Deepling Caves work anymore. Because once upon a time it used to be like this. You have to kill like at least 100 of them every day. I think it was 100, don't quote me on it though. It used to be like kill enough of them every day and the caves won't close, right? Great deal, amazing. But however, they changed it somehow. Like, now when you ask a guide about the world change, he says something about enough of them has been killed in the past 5 days. Oh, I don't need to talk to you, by the way. In any case, apparently there is like a almost weekly counter on them, I guess. No idea how it works, seriously. So I no longer can guarantee that it is going to stay open or closed. Best thing I can do is just ask the guide every day and see and plan based on that. I mean, it's not us unlocking the place, so I am not even that mad. But still. Anyway, once we are done with tarantulas, I guess I can reveal the next part of the plan, now that I remembered it. So, we can go two ways about this. You see, I would love to get an armor upgrade. Our weapon, I'm afraid, has to stay for a while. The crystal sword, a really lucky drop that we got, and we won't be able to upgrade it. Not anytime soon, at least. I think the best shot we have is the mutated rat boss, but I will still need to take a look at some drops. So the sword stays for now, but we will be able to upgrade our armor. Like I said, one of the ways are the deeplings, right? They drop rusty armors as well as rust removers. Those rust removers are incredibly rare and we can't really count on them dropping. But I did happen to drop a knight armor a couple of times from them at least. I did even luck out once and got the crown armor. But all I want from these guys is a knight armor. Once we have the knight armor, we can move on to the next step of the plan. You see, crown armor is not the only 13 armor item that we can wear on our chest. There is actually another option that we can go for. It's going to be a real pain to get though. You know Shadowthorn? In Shadowthorn there's those fire wolves, right? If Shadowthorn, the elf fortress, is on fire, you can try to extinguish the fires. Sometimes that will spawn a fire wolf. It will chase after you, you bring it over to that weird little pond with block water. You extinguish the wolf, it turns into a crystal wolf, and you can kill the crystal wolf, finally. Or tame it, most people tame it. But we want to be killing them, because they can drop a crystalline armor, which is a 13 base defense armor that gives you like, I think it's ice defense, not really sure. We don't really care about those defenses, it's not huge amounts, I think it's like 3%. But 13 base armor, right? That's basically what we are going after. And it looks way better than crown, by the way. So that's something we can do. Not sure if we will though, because the wolf itself is also not a very easy opponent. As easy as I made it sound. Hey Eduardo, welcome to the stream and good to see you again. So as you can see, we have killed 127 deepling scouts, and we still didn't get even a single life ring. I'm going to tell this to everybody who joins the stream. All those life rings we got are either from barbarians, like 2 of them, 1 from ghouls, and 3 from snapper. Well, I'm afraid this character has no way of doing the noble armor quest. You see, you not only need to pay the NPC like 1000 gold, which we cannot get, he also hands you a key once you pay that amount. And usually those guys are like, yeah, you have no place to pick up the key, so come back later when you do have. And that makes us unable to get it. I mean, even if the key landed on the floor below us, we cannot get around the part where we do not have the money to buy it. It's easy to forget about it, but he does require you to pay. Not a small amount either. It's like 1k, 2k, 3k. I mean, I am very thankful for you suggesting that, by the way. Don't think that since I shot your idea down, I do not want you to give us ideas like these. We just happened to already think about it before. But I really appreciate all tips and ideas. That's why I stream this stuff. It's so that we can all work on the challenge together. So yeah, don't say it's your bad. I really appreciate you suggesting anything. Oh my god. He absolutely slipped over us, trying to cut us off over there. Yeah, I don't like this because we have cleared the place pretty well. And those guys, they can start spawning anywhere right now. Oh my god, it's a level 1 deepling scout. Can we fight him, guys? Let's see. I feel like he's going to combo us right now. Or not, okay. 170 HP. Let's try for one more, I hope. We don't lure too much. We got slightly laggish over there, but we're good. Yeah, let's risk it. Like, if we just drop a life ring, we can just stay up, heal up a little bit, and we'll be good to go. Well, Crusader helmet. Now that's a good question. It would be possible, technically, right? All we need to do is bring enough ropes with us and then survive the giant spiders. The giant spiders are a problem though. There's a lot of them and there's a bunch of narrow passages that we definitely won't have an easy time getting through. Let's consider it then. I'm quite sure we have no way of getting a firewall. We don't have any money, we cannot buy it off an NPC, and I am not aware of any daily spawns of a firewall. But let's check. Maybe Tibia Wiki can tell us something about the rune that we did not know before. Yeah, creates fire fields. Yup. Yeah, I'm afraid we cannot get a firewall. So it's one of those terrible moments when it's possible, but incredibly difficult, right? I mean, let's think. There might be a way. I'm thinking... No, but that also requires giant spiders. Oh my god, I was thinking about the quest in Edron, right? There is that one place in Orc Caves. There's a single giant spider over there, and you are sent by a guy to destroy the spider eggs that are over there. But I think every time you destroy an egg, it spawns additional giant spiders, and the reward for completing that quest is a Terra amulet, right? That would be very, very useful when running from giant spiders, but yeah, we will need to fend off giant spiders in order to have an easier time against giant spiders. That just doesn't work out, does it? Oh, 6 magic. Well, we have 4 magic. We are not that far behind. And with enough time and enough daily rewards, I'm going to be getting those training weapons. And I am going to be using training weapons on this character. Skilling online is not a challenge here. We already have the items, more or less. We would just need to hide our weapon, obtain like a knife, that's not very hard, and bring a bunch of food, place it beneath us. It's just tedious, right, and slightly risky. So I have no problem with offline training and using training weapons. So 6 magic is not a problem, but just as you already said, we have no way of getting a firewall. Not even a fire field. It's one of those weird Tibia things, but I don't think you can get like runes from anywhere in Tibia just laying around. It's not a thing that happens. Some creatures even drop blank runes or potions, but never actual runes. That's interesting. Maybe if we were playing a mage, right, we would have some runes, but for whatever reason I decided to do it as a knight. Yeah, if we were a wizard that would be so much easier. You can draw blank runes from different creatures, there's places where blank runes just spawn every day. Oh yeah, a Bone Lord helmet. Well, the thing is, Elder Bone Lords, they always appear in places that are already pretty hard to reach, right? I don't think there's a single place with just Elder Bone Lord and nothing else. I might be mistaken, but they're just that kind of creature, right? And that Bone Lord helmet from them, it's also pretty rare. We can't count on that dropping. Are we already out of HP? I think we are. Yeah, Devil Helmet requires a second person. I think we already discussed this one. I am not that very worried about helmets though. Let me explain in a moment. I will just pick up another torch. Actually, we are out of torches. So once again, same deal. We keep going until 10 PM, or until we get a life ring, or until the torch runs out. Whichever happens first. Anyway, when it comes to helmets, I think we can get like a crown helmet if we tried, right? I mean not crown, I mean warrior helmet. It drops from orc leaders, it drops from vicious squires. I don't know which one of those guys is easier to get in a 1v1 situation. I feel like orc leaders might be the easiest ones, but yeah, it's possible. I'm not worried about helmets. Yeah, that's the problem with any quest as well. Older quests, they worked like this. It either gives you an item, which can be equipped by just pressing the chest, right? If you had an empty chest slot and you press, for example, in the bear room on the chain armor quest, the chain armor appears on you. If some quest gave you multiple items, you would right click on the chest, it would give you a bag, and the bag would contain certain items. So a quest like that I can complete, right? Because it gives you a bag, it does get equipped on us for a moment, but we just remove the bag and we can still use the contents of it. But fewer and fewer quests do that. Yeah, Fibula quest is way too crazy for us. We need to consider how much out of luck we are on this character. Also, I've been thinking about the Brightsword quest. I would love to be able to do that one. But I think at one point you need to search like... Excuse me, you need to search like a tree, right? And get a key. And I'm pretty sure that key won't just drop on the ground if you press it. But that's pretty much the only obstacle for us. Also, that guy was dressed as an Amazon, that's pretty cool. Because we can get power rings quite easily. We can get... 2 people? No. That is a common misconception. But you do not need 2 people to do the Brightsword quest. It's way faster if you have 2 people, but it is possible to solo. Because at one point you need to do like a jump, and you either need to walk back all the way around, or just have someone else rope you back. So it is soloable. I don't need power rings from chest. Those power rings that appear over there, they are a daily spawn, so just pick them up. The power rings are not a problem. But there is one key... There is one key that is a daily spawn as well, actually. But there is also one key that you need to get. Oh, you definitely can do it as a single person. I think I've got it on video on my Ironclad video. Yeah, but that one key we probably cannot get. And also it's going to be probably a boring thing to hear, but we most likely need like a bunch of life rings to get through the quest alive. Everything is going to be about carrying life rings, and did this guy just steal our food? Come on, man. You don't do that. Nobody respects food ownership in Tibia. It's like a rule. Okay, no stray spears. We did not lose that second deepling though, which is the reason why I took the long way around. Oh my god, stop throwing the spears every turn, can you? Oh, apparently you cannot. Okay. 2 deeplings is all we get this trip. And we are also like 3 times over the kill limit, the kill ratio, whatever. Kill count, that's the word I was searching for. Yeah, thankfully Brightsword is soloable. Like, what's the equivalent of a Brightsword? We could get a Fire Sword, but I feel like Brightsword quest is easier than Orc Fortress, right? In Orc Fortress you've got so many orcs. Without like fire fields, fire bombs perhaps, we're going to have a lot of trouble. Now, at one point I considered that I maybe should allow store items, right? I do have this scroll and this thing, but yeah, whatever. Store items, I mean daily reward items such as runes would help us with challenges that we normally cannot get through, right? From daily reward shrine we can get firewalls that would allow us to do Crusader quest whenever. But that's pretty much working around rules that I have imposed myself, right? I'm not outsmarting myself by removing the rules that make the challenge fun. So I think I'm going to stick to my guns and just... Yeah, no idea what I'm going to do actually. We could try to weaponize our deaths, by the way. Remember that dying on this character, like I said before, is pretty much a certainty. So what we could do is go to the Crusader quest area, head on in, grab the giant spiders that spawn in the middle of the cave, right? Lure them to the south, where we don't need to be, and then we will only need to outrun like 2 of them. Of course, we lure them to the south, die over there, hopefully without any items, and then we go back to the place, we outrun like 2 giant spiders somehow, get the helmet and get out. Not sure if they return to the place where they came from though. Some of those creatures are homing, right? We saw that at work in Fairist. Some of them always return to the place where they have been lured from. That's the thing though, not every creature returns to its original spawn. The way spawns work is there's like a huge range, right? And if a creature remains within this range, then they will not return. There is an even larger range, and that range works like if they go outside they despawn, right? Some creatures work that way, some don't. It's just error and trial at this point. Or should I say trial and error? I think that's how you say it. So yes, it's possible, but not really sure whether in this case we'll be able to do it or not. Right, Deepling Scouts. Please die quickly. Oh, 141. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes they can just remove a quarter of our HP in a single turn, if they really want to. Okay, stop throwing all those spears. Alright, 1 more. Not 3 more, I said 1 more. Please. Yep, just you. Come over here. Okay, that's 2 more. Alright, I am officially done. That's 151 Deepling Scouts, a life ring is 1 in 50. We are already out of HP, we do have some mana, but that's not going to be enough to kill even 1 more of those boys. I'm afraid that's 1 more time we are incredibly dry on life rings. Since I don't think the torch is going to survive that long. And we are already out of other torches. Yeah, you were right, Vance, though I cannot comment that sort of thing. At first I considered logging out in the Deepling area, but I just remembered that we need the rope. And I would also like to go offline train anyway. Right, I think I'm going to wrap things up right here. We're going to get back to the city, hit offline training and be done with it for today. Yeah, I'm incredibly mad at those Deepling Scouts. Should we get a life ring, it would go so much smoother. But still, the more we kill, the more likely we are to get it. Or rather, the more unlikely it is that we continue to not get it. Which is basically the same thing. But yeah, it will take a little bit longer. We did get like pretty much an entire level, considering we weren't fully leveled up before. Decent amount of EXP. I think there might be another stream on a Thursday. And then also on Friday. Well, that's not a great idea. Well, we'll see. Why not, actually? Thursday and Friday. Well, not really sure yet. Depends on what kind of plans I have for the weekend, which I don't have any yet. In any case, no promises, but definitely more streams coming up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today. I know that nothing actually happened. Hopefully that changes the next time. It's just tradition that we get very dry when it comes to life rings that we actually need. The ones we don't need, they drop so bountifully. If you remember the barbarian grind, right, we got the life ring like every single time. Well, enough going off the rails. We are wrapping things up for today. Thank you for joining me, guys. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. So I hope to see you again. Take care and good night.